So before I got rudely interrupted by me pressing the button, what I was trying to show you guys was my bottles. Yeah, so basically, if I wasn't clean, I wouldn't get bottles. So that being said, here are my bottles. Let me show you my bottles. Bottle 1, okay, and bottle 2. Bottle 1 and 2, yeah. If I was using drugs, still, I wouldn't get that. Now would I? So that being said, don't say things unless you have proof. How about that? And not only am I going to get a printout at my program, I'm going to show it right on my little vlog right here. So, yeah. I thought that was really, really out of place. As a matter of fact, when I used to get high, I didn't wiggle at all. It would do the actual opposite for me. You know what Ritalin does for children? That if an adult takes Ritalin, they're all hyper and wacky. The same thing in regards to when I used to use cocaine. It used to actually sedate me. It did the exact opposite. I had low blood pressure. When I stopped using cocaine, I started getting higher blood pressure. And I reversed that with spices and garlic. So, yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Tomorrow's going to be a big day, guys. It is almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I haven't gotten any sleep. Yeah, I know I look well rested. No, I don't have a ton of makeup on. I have a little concealer under my eyes because, you know, being Italian, we get that puppy dog look. I hope everybody is having a blessed night. Yes, please, guys, get a decent night rest. Get a decent night's sleep. Make sure you take your vitamins, drink water, and take care of yourselves, okay? Like my little teddy bear. Say hi, teddy bear. This teddy bear is from Eyes Wide Shut, guys. Yeah, he came to say hi. That's the name of the movie. I totally forgot the name. I never seen it. But I think I'm going to take a look at it soon. So everybody, please, like I said, have a blessed night. And tomorrow, I'm going to leave off after I get my my footage from my mom's. I'm going to leave off. I'm going to start where I left off. You know, I'm a little tired, so. Tito's coughing. Hope he's okay. You all right in there? Still sleeping. Guys, please, just keep me in prayer for tomorrow. I am extremely nervous. That's why I haven't gotten no sleep. I haven't gotten no sleep. I gotta get some shut-eye. Or eyes wide shut. I gotta get some shut-eye or eyes wide shut. Which one do I need to get? You know, when I used to have my own teeth, I had fangs. Imagine me with my bone structure with fangs. Oh my God. It was amazing. People used to think I was a vampire. It's like, like that. Soft kitty. Oh my God. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do it tonight. I'll start off where I left off. Start off where I left off. Oh, Lord. What you looking at? What you looking at? He's looking at me, guys. He's looking at me. What do you think, guys? Is he looking at me? He is, right? He could look at me. It's okay. He's kind of cute with that, with those shades, the MacGyver shades. And the little mask that Tara gave me. Thank you, Tara. From one Tara to another. Tara the Terras. Yes. Tara the Tara. That's what my Nanabelle used to call me. Tara the Terra. Okay. So, basically, I left off with my stepfather. Okay, so brief summary, was molested as a child in front of my family, me and my sister, 4 to 8, sexually abused. My stepmother was verbally and physically abusive. I was punished every summer. Had to get out of there, moved in with my mom. My stepfather seduced me. My mother pushed me on him. I probably seduced him sometimes too, I'm not going to lie. And people call it Stockholm Syndrome. I think Captain, Capnap, that's what you told me, honey. It was Stockholm. I believe you. That I was groomed. I believe you, because my mother did push me on him. Also, after that, my dad always came to the rescue when men were, were being pervs with me and my sister. My stepfather never touched my sister because she continued to live with my father. He is a convicted rapist. He's on Megan's list, and I gave you his name, Michael Perry. 860 Skyline Drive, Quorum, New York. It's on Long Island. I believe the zip code is 11784. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, he's on Megan's list, so they considered it statutory rape. He unfortunately did not do jail time because I didn't show up to court. I wound up running away with my first two children's father, who became very abusive, wound up beating me while I was pregnant. Not while I was pregnant with my son, but while I was pregnant with my son, I used to pick up cans to get him his drink because I thought that he loved me, and he said he rescued me from my stepfather. So I believed this man, he was 21, I was 16. And he used to tell me, oh, your stepfather, what he did was horrible to you. I'm going to, take you away. So we went to Mexico. We took a Greyhound from New York City all the way to McAllen, Texas. It was amazing, guys. Oh my God, I love taking the Greyhound. I love road trips. I love road chips. I love road chips. All that in a bag of chips. Yeah, I love it. Oh my God, we stopped in all these places. It was so exciting. And we'd stop in like the ports where they pick the people up and you can go have lunch. And you just see so many different people. So let me see if I can remember all the places we stopped. Okay, so let's see. The first stop, I believe, okay, so New York. What's in New York? I think, is it Pennsylvania? Is Pennsylvania? I don't know. But I do know we stopped in like Georgia, Alabama, where else? We stopped in the Carolinas. We stopped in all the states. It kind of like went like this. I'm not very good with the map, but yeah, we stopped in like all these amazing states. Maryland. Yes, Maryland. Yep. I remember we went to Maryland. The lady was like, oh, this is she's like, you think New York City's bad? She's like, welcome to the Twilight Zone. I was like, oh shit, and I wasn't from the city. I was from Long Island. My whole family is from the city. I was the only child born in Smithtown, Long Island. No, I'm not from Smithtown. A lot of money in Smithtown. I was from Centereach, lower middle class. I grew up in a big house with a pool, but I wasn't allowed to use it. I used to watch through the window in my room and watch everyone having, fun festivities, summer festivities. He looks so cute, right? My glasses. Yeah, so it was really hard, guys. You like my glasses, guys? Should I put it on? I'll put it on at the end after I'm done. At first it was really great, and he just started beating me. And then the neighbors got involved. They called the cops. And my sister-in-law offered to take my children in because I had to go to domestic violence and parenting classes. And she had my kids for 2 days and then said she didn't want them anymore. Imagine that. Taking my beautiful children in and then saying she didn't want them anymore, guys. Then my other brother stepped into play. Brother Anthony. He's 14 years older than me. He passed away July 26, 2016. He was a good guy, and his wife was amazing. She was there when I gave birth to my son, JJ, March 25th, 98. He'll be 22. I know, right? I have a 22-year-old. Who would have thought, right? 18, 22, 12, and two and a half. Yeah. 4 children, and not a stretch mark. That's why she was jealous of me. My father said she was jealous of me. He said that the ACS worker was jealous of me, CPS over there. He said that all these women were jealous of me, which is really sad because it's like, come on, why are you going to be jealous of me? I don't see why anybody should be jealous of me. I'm a humble person. Looks aren't everything. Come on. It's like, it's ridiculous. Sometimes, like, when I go to places where I have to be there for long periods of time, like my program, I notice that the women there will hate me until they get to know me. Till they get to know me, they will actually hate my guts, and I show them how humble I am. Like, God has made me that way. I don't take credit for it, but I'm just like a regular person. I don't hold my nose in the air. I have fake teeth. I got bad feet. I got big hands. I'm not perfect. I got flaws. I'm very relatable. I got scars from friggin' abscesses. Um, I have flaws, guys, like everybody else. I say to everyone, all these women, like, oh, at least you got your teeth. Right? At least you got your teeth. Oh, God. So getting back to the situation at hand, so then my brother Anthony took my kids in, and it was great. I was going to my domestic violence classes, and I was able to see my kids, and it was wonderful. It was better than being in foster care. And then the same sister-in-law from my brother Jimmy's wife, she called my other sister-in-law and said, if you keep Tara's kids in your house, I'm going to make you lose your own. Because they had 2 children around the same age as mine. My sister-in-law, my brother Anthony's wife, was like, look, Nancy's causing a lot of trouble. What are we going to do? My brother Anthony was like, we're going to have to give the kids up. They didn't want to lose their own kids. I understand that. And then my brother Anthony's wife left him because he didn't stick up and put his foot down and say, Jimmy, put your wife in place. Tara's kids are going to wind up in foster care. My brother Jimmy did never apologize, never said his wife was wrong. And now, to this day, he doesn't even talk to me. He don't talk to me. I never did anything to him. His wife caused all this trouble for me. My mother knows it's wrong. She's like, he has no right not to talk to you. You didn't do anything. If anything, you shouldn't talk to him. She did all this with my brother when he was going to work. She was a bored housewife. She was a bored housewife that got stretch marks all over her stomach. I remember one time we were comparing. She's like, oh, look at the battle scars I got from having my kids. She's like, let me see yours. So, guys, basically, I went like this. I showed her my stomach. And she was like, how come you don't have any stretch marks? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I was 21 years old. She was 10 years older than me. She was like 30. And I was like, I don't know, Nancy. I was like, but I tried to console her because she got them really bad. She got like these big, thick, they look like whip marks. And I was like, Nancy, it's not that big of a deal. I was like, you can just put some cocoa butter on it. I said, they'll subside, they'll go away. I tried to be very consoling to her, but it wasn't good enough. It was not good enough. She was just really irate. After that, forget about it. That's like when all hell broke loose with her. My kids wound up in foster care. And after that, I tried to get them back. I really did, guys. I went to all my court proceedings. I completed all my programs, and I was homeless. I didn't have a place to go. My dad adopted his own kid. He wasn't about to let me and my children live there, and that's one thing I resented about my father. But losing my children was the worst thing that ever happened to me, because I was just like how I'm with Weedy B, that's exactly how I was with my other 2 children. The third one I got pregnant in Hunts Point, I never had custody of him. I had left the hospital. I was on a lot of drugs, guys, and when the social worker came in, she said, you're not going to be able to keep this child. She said, is there anybody that can take the baby in? And that's when the other people that had my first 2 kids, because my mom never came out to see me. Nobody did. I was left on the streets of Hunts Point pregnant. I was with this guy, Mike Rivera. Who the father is, I don't know. It could have been, I've been raped out there a lot of times. It could have been around that same time. It could have been, a rape pregnancy. I don't know. It could not have been. It was definitely either a trick, a rape, or it was Mike. Because what happened was, when I got locked up for the umpteenth time, this is how I found out I was pregnant. I got locked up, and what happened was the doctor was like, there was a foul odor coming out of me. And I had gotten arrested. They brought me to the hospital, and that doctor said that. She's like, something is wrong. So they did urine and blood test, and she said, you're pregnant. And I said, how am I pregnant? I don't even get a period. I haven't gotten a period in years, guys, years. I was already out in Hunts Point. Let me see, that was 07. I was already out there 6 years at the time. Since 01. I had no idea how I got pregnant. None. So when she was examining me, she started pulling rags. Rag after rag after rag after about 10, 15 rags. Maybe even more. Maybe even like 20 rags. I'm not exaggerating, guys. And she said, how is this possible? And I said, I don't know. I don't know. So whoever did that obviously raped me because they shoved a bunch of rags in me. I doubt someone just did that without trying to do something to me. Someone's just going to shove rags up someone's vagina, excuse my language, without, I mean, I'm using proper terminology, so it's not like I'm saying the P word, guys. You know, my privates, and, you know, shoved all those rags without doing something really horrific to me. So after that, I just, you know, I was so confused of why I got pregnant on the street, not why I had the child. But I just couldn't understand why on the street God let me get pregnant. But if the child is a blessing that I had him. It's a blessing. He was born on Halloween. I was in 735 Bryant. And all of a sudden I started getting contractions. And they had to carry me down the stairs. Yep, about 5 flights of stairs. And after that I went to live with Desire. Because Mike had died. Mike died right after that. He died like the guy that I was with. Mike is the one who helped me build a rapport in Hunts Point. Because you have to understand something. I was the only white Italian girl that lived out there that long. There might have been girls that came and gone, but they didn't live in the area. I lived in the area. I lived in Hunts Point. I lived under the bridge. I lived in the abandoned buildings on Medina that looked like 1989 New Jack City. I earned my respect over there. I've been handcuffed to radiators by Pepsi. She handed me. I fell asleep in Mike's hallway. She looked at me. She said, "Get up." Now, mind you, I was just out there for a year. Get up. Come with me. I had no choice. I was by myself. I didn't know really anybody. And, you know, this girl was a veteran. Still out there to this day. But she's now a protection of mine. She wouldn't let nobody fuck with me. Nobody. Excuse my language. Come with me. Okay. And follow her to 735 Bryant. Now, I was at 841 Hunts Point Avenue at the time when she said follow. Walk up the block. Go into this lady Blanca's apartment. She's like, Blanca. She's talking in Spanish. I had no idea what they were saying. Basically, she was saying, what am I going to do with this one? She disrespected my friend and fell asleep. But meanwhile, Mike wanted me there. He was sleeping, though, and I couldn't get in because there was 2 doors. So I fell asleep in the little hallway. She found that to be very disrespectful. What she did was she said, come here. She said, sit down. I sat down. She grabbed my hand, slapped a handcuff, and slapped it on the radiator. You know those radiators that have the poles and stuff? She left me a paperclip. She said, you want to come to Hunts Point? She's like, you want to live in these streets? Welcome. Welcome to Hunts Point. She said, now, find your way out of the fucking radiator. Get your hand out of those handcuffs. I left you a paperclip. Now get yourself out of the handcuffs, off the radiator. Let's see if you could do it. She left, came back an hour later. I couldn't get myself out. I couldn't. She's like, get over here. So I stood up. She unhandcuffed me and put her arm around me. She's like, you know what? She's like, don't ever fall asleep in my friend's hallway again. She's like, I'm gonna cut you some slack, but welcome. Welcome. And ever since then, she had mad respect for me and never messed with me. And nobody ever fucked with me at Hunts Point. Nobody. No female, except for one. There was one exception. I'm sorry. Slipped my mind. A girl named Monique. Monique. She looked just like Mary J. Blige. She used to call me all kinds of names. I'm not going to say it. Blue-eyed devil, all kinds of stuff. But she messed with me. She didn't beat me up. She just, when there would be tricks that wanted to get with me, she would they call it cock block. She would cock block. Excuse my language. I'm just giving you. Yo, Out of Touch is on. Out of Touch, guys. Should I do a dance? Do I have time? So basically, she used to, block me from making money, cock block. And after that, she went to jail and she came back and she was sitting across the street from McDonald's where the penny factory is. And she's like, Vanessa, come here, come here. She's like, sit here. I was like, oh God, what is she going to do? I sat next to her. She's like, no, I'm not going to fuck with you no more. She's like, you are right with me. And she was big. She went to jail for a minute. She's like, I'm sorry for all those times I fucked with you. She really seemed genuine, and she never fucked with me after that. But for years on and off, this is the only one. But if any of the other girls are around, Desire, which is Nikisha, Pepsi, Princess, Nikki, Desiree, all the other people that I knew, Nisi, Sue, Pat, and even the boys, Esco, BB, Mosquito, Squirrel, Tony, not Tony that fucking ratted me out, the other Tony, all those people, and BB was nobody to fuck with, but he used to fuck with all the girls except for me. He's like, anybody who fucks with Snowbody gotta fuck with me. Cause that was my street name, Snowbody. Mike gave me that name. Two extremes, smoking gun, hot to the touch. We cool down if we use it so much, yeah. It's all alone, it's all really matters to me. Too much. You're out of touch, I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. You're out of touch, I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. Whoa, whoa, ooh, whoa, whoa. Out of touch, out of time, out of time. Wow! You're out of touch, I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around. Out of time, but I'm out of my when you're not around. The touch, out of time, but I'm out of my you're not around. I know, guys. For something to hold. That was just a quickie, guys. Alright, man. Alright, guys. I hope everybody has a blessed night. Please keep me in prayer for tomorrow. And I'll definitely make some footage on the way in the truck. Alright, guys. Remember, out of touch, out of time. Ciao, guys.